You're going to go to any good sporting goods store and you're going to get some stuff called Perma Blue made by Birchwood. This is a bluing solution they use for gun barrels, to repair gun barrels. I'm going to shake it up. You're going to make sure you save this little paper cap because this stuff does dry out. And I just tear a hole in the top like that. Now it's on there. It's just a clear solution. You're going to put this on. Oops, I forgot one step. Got to do one thing before we do that. Remember, I put oil on that, right? You gotta
Yes.
get the oil off before you do this next step. Clean it with some acetone, lacquer thinner, whatever you got around. Denatured alcohol doesn't really cut oil well. Kind of need to use lacquer thinner, denatured alcohol, or acetone. I just used acetone. So now I dip this in the bluing solution. You never dip this back in the bluing solution once you've done it once. You use a new Q-tip.
It's fast acting.
And there's why you don't dip it back in there. You contaminate your fluid. Now I'm going to take another one, leave it sit on there for a few seconds, minute or two, whatever you want, doesn't really matter. Regular household water. I have a bottle of distilled water that I poured out of a gallon jug. And take my Q-tip again. And I'm going to wipe this down like this. With the cold water. That you can use over and over and over again. I'm going to take my clean piece of paper towel and I'm going to wipe it dry. Now you can see it's not as dark, right?
Yes.
So I can take another clean Q-tip. And you can keep doing this until you get this the color you want it to be.
Scott, what was that other bluing you were showing us earlier?
That's for it's just like a paint.
It's a layout.
It's for
It's a layout die.
It's a layout die, yep.
Okay.
The die can.
So now I'm going to wipe this down again with water. Now you can see that it's gotten a little darker. And you just keep going until you get it to the darkness you want.
And we're blowing it to help prevent rust from starting on it.
So bluing is actually an oxidized layer that never rusts again. It'll kind of waterproof it, and it'll keep it from rusting on its own. Like if you're like in Louisiana, where it's humid and stuff rusts just sitting in the humid air, this will keep it from rusting. Okay. This has probably 6 or 7 coats on it to get it this dark. And the darker you get it, the better it holds up to the environment, to the rust of the environment. Okay. You just got to make sure the fire is clean, that it's oil free, contaminant free, whatever you want to say.
Then we have a question. We have a question asking if you warm the bar up, would it help accelerate the process?
No, not when you use this material. This material tells you to put it on cold or room temperature, 70 degrees, 60, 70 degrees.
Okay.
There is another solution called hot bluing, which is an acid type material, and I wouldn't do that in my shop. That I would do outside because it gives off a toxic gas when you heat it up and put the bar in there.
Right.
There's
That wouldn't be good.
There's also a cold bluing solution that's meant for touch up small areas. It doesn't work real good for doing large areas like this. You're better with the stuff called Perma Blue. They also make a browning solution too if you want to make it look brown instead of blue, black, whatever you want to call it. It's actually more black than blue. I don't know why they call it blue because it's really black.